Appliques are gorgeous. I know you see them at the store, you see them online, and you just want to put them on everything, but they look super complicated to sew or get onto a garment. And you're probably thinking, oh man, I gotta hand stitch that on and it's going to take forever. I don't want to do it, but you can sew it on with the sewing machine. I'm going to show you how today. By the end of this video, with everything you're going to learn, you're not going to be intimidated by appliques anymore. Real quick, before we get started, if you're enjoying Sewing Anastasia, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to learn more about sewing, check out my online and in-person sewing classes and the sewing club. There's links down below for everything. Now let's get back to applique. You can see an applique is an embroidery on mesh fabric or netting, and we've got lots of satin stitches, we've got beads, we've got silk flowers, we've got pearls, we've got sequins. It has all kinds of beautiful embellishments to create a design. And with all of that beautiful work comes all these very detailed edges. So this looks like it's going to be really hard to sew, especially with a sewing machine. But I'm going to break it down step by step and make it super easy for you. The first thing we need to do is figure out where do we want this applique on our garment. So I've been adding appliques to this vintage coat that I dyed pink, and I'm covering actually these little spots in the coat with the applique to save the coat and upcycle it. And you can see how great these appliques are looking on this vintage wool coat. So the next applique I'm adding is this one right here, and you're going to notice I'm going to be leaving the netting on this right now, and we're going to go back later and take care of that. So I want to leave that so that way it'll help keep it stable when I'm pinning it to the garment here. And you've probably seen a video where people use a little hot knife and they cut out these appliques. Well, that's actually melting the fabric here, and it's going to give it a hard, rough edge. So I'm not going to be using that technique. So now that I have it positioned right where I want it, I'm going to be pinning it down. And I'm going to put more pins in it than I'm going to need because I don't want this moving around on me. I'm also going to be pinning in the middle of the applique because I don't want that to move around either. Now that I have the applique pinned down, it's time to do some sewing. And the real key to making sure we can get as close as we can to the beads and the sequin and everything is using no foot on the sewing machine. That's right, no foot. And why are we doing this? Well, because we don't want to crush the beads and break them or the sequins. We don't want to have that extra foot pressure there getting in the way, ruining our applique. I'm going to be using this narrow, long zigzag stitch today, which you'll have on all sewing machines. I'm going to be using a width of 1.5 and a stitch length of 4.5. So I've made the stitch narrower and longer than the presets because I just want to catch the very edge of the applique. So I'm going to start right on the edge of one of the embroidered pieces. I'm going to use my fix button to make a little knot in the back, and we're just going to try and get right next to the edge of that embroidery. And we're just going to work our way all the way around this very carefully. Notice that with the foot off, it allows us to get right next to the bead and the sequin there, but not actually get in the way with having a big foot on. Engage your needle down button if you haven't yet today, so that way every time you stop, that needle is going to be in the fabric, allowing you to move around this applique. When your pins get in the way, just remove them. And then when we're turning, needle in, I would say foot up to release, and then we're going to turn. Throughout the process, we're going to be turning a lot. Now let's get rid of that first thread so it doesn't get caught. So we're going to get rid of our back stitch thread there, and now we can continue. So now we're coming up to a pretty tight spot in the design. So I want to be careful I'm not hitting those beads, and I'm going to take this little flower and I'm going to pull this little flower back so that way I can get right into that spot. Now I'm going to turn. So that netting that is at the edge next to the embroidery is going to help keep this design together. So we're going to come up to a space And I'm gonna show you what you can do, especially down here. We don't have to go in and out of every single one of those little like leaves there. So right here, I'm gonna come down over the netting. I'm not gonna try and go all the way back over here. So we're just gonna keep coming down. And that netting's gonna keep the rest of that embroidery together back there. And now when I come down this side, I'll come out on this little one here. And then I'll come back. So that netting's holding the applique together. Your stitch doesn't have to be exactly on the embroidered design the whole time. You'll notice right now I'm just going right next to it. So I'm just gonna come right down this shape here. And now I can turn. And like right here, I've got those beads at the very, very edge. I'm gonna try and hold them back just a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about getting super close to that bead. We're close, but not on top of it. Now I'm gonna work my way up around the outside of this little applique here. Here we are, right back where we started. I'm gonna use the fix button again, just make a little knot in my design, and we can take out our applique. Let's check out our applique we just sewed. Let's take a close-up look at it, and then I'll show you what to do next. Look at how amazing our applique looks, and you can see the little zigzag going around the edge here of the embroidery, following it. And in spots like this, you can just go around the outside, especially if your mesh is matching your design. You don't have to follow every single little in and out. Totally up to you and your design. So you can come in here in the middle and add some extra stitches as well, just to hold it down. Totally up to you. And you really got to make sure you're using that matching thread as well, so that way it just blends perfectly into your project. And we save so much time not hand sewing this. Our last step is cutting away the netting, and we're gonna get as close to that zigzag stitch as we can. And we left this step to last, so that way when we were sewing, we could use the netting to sew onto. So I'm going to be using these applique scissors here, and I'm just gonna work my way all the way around. And you'll see they've got a little curve to them to help us to make sure we don't get the scissor caught in our fabric. So you just put the curved edge down, and it's going to allow you to work right around the design. And because we use the zigzag stitch, it's gonna have a stronger hold in this netting. So it's also an advantage of using the zigzag stitch. And now we're done cutting away all that extra netting. Look at how gorgeous that applique is. And that's it, we are finished. So that is one way that you can applique something to a garment with a sewing machine. It's definitely my favorite method, and I think it's so much faster than hand sewing and stronger. So I hope this video has made you less scared of sewing appliques and gave you some tips so that way it's a more enjoyable experience. So next time you see that fancy applique at the store or online, make sure you pick it up and add it to something. It's going to be gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. If you have any questions about lace appliques, leave it down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when the new videos come out. And if there's a specific video you want to see, well, leave that down below in the comments as well. And don't forget, I teach sewing classes and design classes here in my studio in Chicago and online. And there's a sewing club you can join online as well with a Discord. And all the links are down below in the description. And if you want to see what's going on in the studio, well, make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out those Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!